And with that, we got a Game 7. We're going to break down everything that just happened in Game 6, take you through some storylines heading into Game 7. We're going to break it all down. Let's get it. The two best words in sports, man. Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Hasn't happened since 2016 when it was LeBron and Steph and the 3-1 comeback. So it's setting up to be a thriller because, man, every single game in this series has felt like it's a different storyline every game. It's a different outcome every game, a different play style every game. It's chess matches between the coaches every single game, and it's so much fun to watch because I really don't know what's going to happen in Game 7. I told you last video, I don't know what's going to happen in Game 6. And now that the Pacers have won, I've got no clue who's going to win Game 7. So let's break down some of the things that happened in this game. Obviously, the main storyline coming into Game 6 was Tyrese Halliburton is coming into this game with nasty calf strain. Like, very, very bad calf strain. Worse than a lot of people think. And he decided to play through it. He's in the starting lineup. And that's the main storyline coming into this one. And it's how is he going to play? Is he going to be able to be aggressive tonight? Because, as we say, when the Pacers are aggressive, when Halliburton is aggressive, they usually win games. So, he's got to be aggressive tonight. He has to score. And I'll tell you this. Halliburton didn't show anything from that calf strain tonight. Nothing at all. He looked like Tyrese Halliburton out there, and he looked like he was having fun. He looked like he was moving well. It was a little shaky to start the game, but once he settled in, it was like perfect, and it was vintage Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, the no-look pass, the step-back 30-footer, like, that's Tyrese Halliburton. So the injury didn't look like it was bothering him much. I'm sure it's going to be hurting tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be sore in the next couple of days, getting ready for that Game 7. Early, I thought OKC, they obviously jumped out to a 10-2 lead, and everyone's thinking, oh, well, Pacers, you had a good run. I thought they did a great job early. They were recognizing mismatches. So, like, every time Chet would get a mismatch on Nesmith or Shea would get a mismatch on Tyrese Halliburton, they'd take him. And it was working to start the game, and they kind of just faded away from that. And the Pacers started stepping up their defense a little bit, especially Halliburton. His defense, like, I thought that was the best thing from his game tonight, was him being able to pick pockets of other guys, the double team. Like, everything that Tyrese Halliburton did defensively tonight, I thought was the best part of his game. And the Pacers played their pace, man, tonight. And we said in Game 5 that the OKC Thunder played OKC Thunder basketball. Tonight, the Indiana Pacers played Indiana Pacer basketball. They ran the floor. They turned over OKC. They didn't turn the ball over. That was so impressive tonight. They didn't turn it over, which gave them extra opportunities. And that's Indiana Pacers basketball, and it's fun to watch when they do it. And it was sloppy from OKC. It seemed like the passes were just like, even from Shea, who's the MVP, his passes were just sloppy. Jalen Williams, early, he was doing well offensively, like scoring-wise, getting to the rim. Besides that, he wasn't doing anything else. And then obviously it's close. It's going back and forth a little bit. Pacers will jump out to like a little 5-6 point lead. And then the whole balance shifted when TJ McConnell came into the game. And we said earlier in this series that TJ McConnell could have been player of the game, or this could have been the TJ McConnell game in Game 3, but Benedict Mathurin had 27. So that was like the Benedict Mathurin game when they won that one. He played really, really well, in my opinion, in Game 4 as well, but they choked that one away, and then that can't be the TJ McConnell game. And in last game, I thought he was even pretty good. But obviously they lose. In this game, this was TJ McConnell's, I think, best performance. I think last game could have been up for grabs if they were to come back and win that, but his performance tonight was incredible. He had 12 points. He ended as a plus 10. He had 6 assists, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals. I mean, he was everywhere. Offensively, defensively, he brought the hustle. He brought the crowd, like, we started having TJ chants in the crowd, which is, like, something that, like, we've heard a little bit in these finals, but, like, how are we getting TJ McConnell chants in an NBA Finals game? Like, it's incredible. And then, it was really just Pacers keep going on runs, and OKC wasn't able to get back in this game. Besides that, it was a blowout. Like, I think the final score ended up being, it was 91 to 108. Felt like a 30-point game in the second half. OKC could not hit threes in this game, and the Pacers shots were going in. Obi Toppin had 20 in this game. He was the Pacers' leading scorer. He was a +8. And then Alex Caruso and Jalen Williams. Alex Caruso was a -33, and Jalen Williams was a -40. -40, which I don't even think, like, I think Jalen Williams actually played a pretty good game. Like, and I know this number seems like it's not, but -40 in a finals game is insane. Like, that's crazy to think about. I think it's a record. I'm not sure exactly. It might be a record. And then besides that, the role players for Indiana tonight was the leading thing, is that the role players stepped up. And we talked about TJ McConnell, but Obi Toppin was great too. I thought Benedict Mathurin didn't get enough minutes tonight, but Ben Shepherd hit some big shots too. So just everyone played great, and OKC's role players didn't come to play. So that was really it. Besides that, it was a blowout. And then going into Game 7, it's really just both teams have to play their games. It's not anything. When you go into a Game 7, there's no really scheming involved. It's just going to be the best team wins. And that's how it works, right? Like, we saw Game 7 in 2016. The better team won. Like, it was an incredible game. But the Cavs outlasted the Warriors, and then obviously they get through and come back, and LeBron wins his ring for Cleveland or whatever. I think it's going to be an all-time classic game. I do. And I do think the OKC crowd is going to play a big role, because OKC with the crowd behind them is a totally different team than OKC away with no crowd behind them. And it's the same thing for the Pacers, which is why I would say that I think OKC is going to win Game 7. Now, I'm going to stick with my pick because I said Pacers in 7. I'm going to stick with it. But I do think OKC with the crowd behind them, I think they're going to bounce back. And I think they're young, but they have already the maturity to be able to do that. And as for the Pacers, insane Game 6 win. Like, really big for them to finally just get a blowout instead of it being a close game and you having to, like, win it at the end with Tyrese's heroics and, like, you know, you didn't get, like, the Benedict Mathurin 30 piece or whatever. You won this game because you played so much better than OKC. You outplayed. This was the most outplayed that OKC has gotten in this entire. I mean, you could say Minnesota in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, but I don't know. I think this one in the NBA Finals means more. And yeah, that's really all I got. So yeah, both teams just got to play your game in Game 7. I think it'll be an all-time classic. Best 2 words in sports, man. That's all I got. Peace.